Hey, buddy, watch this.
Hello, Regis Gilman is the name, and Hearthstone is the game, and it's time for another deck experiment. This time around, I'm going to try out an odd Taunt Druid, and you don't typically see odd Druid, but it's something that's been in the back of my mind for a very long time, and it seemed like it might be a fit in the meta right now, so we're going to jump into some odd Taunt Druid deck creation as it was recorded live on my Twitch stream. So, odd Big Druid, with Baku the Moon Eater, of course, to start. And I mean, you can clearly do this with kind of the big druid core of you know, Oakheart, Dragon Hatcher, Sleepy Dragon, Hadronox. All of that stuff goes in this deck, which is kind of cool. That's sort of easy. The risk with this, right, and the reason it may not work nearly as well is that you lose two very key cards for Big Druid. You lose Wild Growth. Well, you don't lose Nourish. I was about to say, and you lose Nourish, but you don't. You don't lose Nourish, you get Nourish. But you do lose UI, but we don't need UI in this deck anyway. But you do lose Wild Growth, so I think we might need to replace that with a Greedy Sprite. I think ramp matters. Greedy Sprite, though, does come out of Dragon Hatcher, which we don't want, so we can't do that. Never mind. We could go Biology Project, though. That's some ramp. Our ramp is worth more than our opponent's ramp always, so I do actually like Biology Project. I think that makes sense. We're going to have Survivability still. We definitely still want Naturalize. We need more taunts, and of course, because this is an odd Druid deck, we're gonna run the odd Druid synergy card Gloomstag. I've literally never played this. It's a 4/8 when we play it, which is really good on turn 5. It only comes back as a 2/6 for Hadronox, but that's still relevant, right? That's still an annoying body. 6 health in particular, I think is really annoying. Trust me, I have experience. You need Azalina. Why on earth do we need Azalina? It seems like we have so much late game depth. How could we possibly need Azalina? We need more survivability, I can tell you that. We don't have any survivability right now. Spellstones are definitely good. Nash. I guess we could run double Witching Hour. It's not too much though. Like, this is so much late game right now and not any early to mid game. I don't think we can afford that. I think one Hadronox is gonna have to be enough. Because I don't think we can add cubes. I don't think we can add, well, maybe if we get enough early taunts we can, but without, just makes me nervous because what kind of early taunts can we run? Tar Creeper is always the obvious choice. We don't get the other dude. We don't get Mr. Golem, unfortunately. So just Tar Creeper? Is that enough? It doesn't feel like enough. Oh, Stonehill. Yeah, Stonehill's a good choice. Yeah, that's both good ones. Earthen Might. I don't think we can run Earthen Might. Ferocious Howl. I like Ferocious Howl, yeah. Cycle and card draw serves as sort of a branching paths almost, in a way. In a weird way. I like that. We're at 24 cards. Azalina, we think. Giggling Inventor. Yeah, Giggling, I guess, works. I think it's worse without branching paths. And the Annoytrons aren't really what you want coming back from your Hadronox either, because we already have, what, 2 Sleepy Dragons. I ran Malfurion because we don't have a Witching Hour. If we add a Witching Hour back in, we can't have Malfurion, but I think we need Malfurion. Is one Hadronox enough for this to matter? It's not going to beat Control decks with only one Hadronox, you know? And without branching paths too, you can't follow up on those Hadronox boards with tons of damage. You don't have the damage buff. You could run a Savage Roar to achieve that. Is it ever worth it to run a Savage Roar to give yourself a Hadronox resummon win condition? Isn't there a big 5-cost taunt? I can't remember the name. You can run Grizzly, which would Grizzly, and the tree too. Malf is bad in Odd Druid. Why? Why is Malf bad? He's odd. Play one Witching Hour and maybe a cube or 2. Can't run Witching Hour with Stags and Baku anyway. Why not? What are you guys... Am I insane? 3 is an odd number. What? I'm losing my mind right now. Some of you guys are saying things like Malf and Witching Hour. How are they bad? Oh, you're saying Baku's better than Malfurion's hero power. Oh, I see. I get what you're saying. Okay. Well, that I guess I can buy a little bit. It's not technically right, because sometimes you just need more armor and sometimes you need more attack. But it is true that you kind of sacrifice the advantage of Baku a little bit. I'm saying Witching Hour won't bring back Hadronox. We don't have a Witching Hour right now. If we add a Witching Hour, we're going to definitely cut Malf. Gloom. Oh, you're saying Gloomstag's bad for Witching Hour. Got it. I understand, Simon Hordick. I'm on page now. Yes, it's a beast. You're right. We have the Gloomstag. So I think Witching Hour's out of the equation. I don't think we can have Witching Hour. Because bad with Gloomstag. I want to run Gloomstag because that's half the point here is trying to make the plan here work. Now, Gloomstag also does work with Oakheart, though. That seems bad. It's just going to summon a 2/6 taunt. We don't get our Dragon Hatcher. I feel like Gloomstag is breaking this down. I don't feel like we can run Gloomstag, which is sad because that's really kind of half the point. But it breaks Oakheart a little bit. I get Tark Reapers off Oakheart. I get Stonehills off Oakheart, which isn't great either, to be honest. Is Oakheart the weak link here? Maybe Oakheart's the problem. Can we ever confidently say that Oakheart is bad? It's true it's not the end of the world. We just don't get the better, awesome Sleepy Dragon, right? We only get... Can we ever say Oakheart's wrong? Cheats stuff out with Dream Petal instead of Oakheart. I don't think I'd add a Dream Petal, but I might just cut Oakheart. I don't know. But getting that guaranteed Hadronox is so much value. Because otherwise your Hadronox gets buried and you can't do anything. I think we just go like this and we don't run Witching Hour. But what do you guys think about Savage Roar? Like I said, in a normal Hadronox deck, sometimes you build out that big board and you win with Branching Paths. Because you just buff everything's attack values a ton. And Branching Paths gives you the win. But we don't have Branching Paths because we're an odd deck. Is it insane to run Savage Roars just to buff that Hadronox turn? Because without it, how do we win the game? Like, yes, we beat aggro sometimes just by stabilizing. But that big Hadronox turn where you stick 3 or 4 taunts, how do you leverage that for a win? Cenarius? That's a good idea too. Cenarius is basically a Savage Roar. You need a board spot for it, which can be a problem. What would you play instead of Savage Roar? That's the important question. You don't have a full deck yet. That's true. That's true. We can leave Savage Roar for now until we find out a replacement for it. That's a fair point. What about something like Fate Spinner? Just for another AoE potentially, or another potential buff for a Hadronox board. Like this could either be a Hellfire on a delay. I have so many 9-drops. That's true. We do have a lot of 9-drops. Well, these don't really count. I don't know, though. It is a lot of 9-drops. Because Baku's dead. Dragon Hatcher's dead a lot of the time. All of these 9-drops are pretty much 100% dependent on Oakheart going off. We'd have to like mulligan for Oakheart every time. 7 9-drops. I like it, though. Neither of the game, Crystallizer, Dire Mole, Crypt Lord. I don't think Crystallizer or Dire Mole makes sense for me. Druid of the Claw. I feel like I need 3 drops more than anything right now. We have Double Naturalized Spellstone, Biology Project. I mean, we have some early stabilization, and we certainly have some mid-game stabilization. I only have 1 5-drop taunt, though. I feel like we could do better than that, maybe. I know there's a lot of 9-drops, but I'm okay with 1 7-drop. I mean, there's nothing arbitrarily that we need about 7, right? Like, I don't care about that. I think 5 is the weak point right now, maybe. Just 1 or 2 more 5. So Giggling Inventor is an option. We could run Witchwood Grizzly because they come back pretty big. Ooh, what about a Void Ripper instead of a Savage Roar? What about a Void Ripper instead of a Savage Roar? So we get back Sleepy Dragons. We get back 1/5s from Malfurion, theoretically. We get back Tar Creepers, Gloomstags. Void Ripper's pretty insane as a finisher. It also just has utility, generally speaking, more than Savage Roar. You can play it as a 3/3 for tempo sometimes. You can flip stuff for spell stones. Like, there's some Void Ripper value for Hadronox and otherwise. So I think I like Void Ripper. Please cut Gloomstag. It makes this deck worse. Just try out the Baku part. I gotta have Gloomstag. I know it makes it worse. It's fine. That's okay. It's okay. We gotta have it. We gotta have it. I'm sorry. I know you don't like it, but we gotta have it. Do I ever run cubes even without Witching Hour? Because you can still sometimes stick a Hadronox. It's pretty unlikely though, isn't it? I don't think that's very likely to happen. What about Dollmaster Dorian? So when we draw Hadronox, it gets us an extra copy. Messes up Oakheart. Oh, Void Ripper does mess up Oakheart. Oh god, no! Chat! It does mess up Oakheart. Oh, I can't do that. I gotta have the Oakheart. We gotta have Hadronox off Oakheart. Like, that is mandatory. You gotta make that Oakheart turn count. Grizzly and cubes, people are saying? I don't know if cubes make sense. What do you cube that you're excited about? Cubing a Sleepy Dragon? Cobalt for long-term damage? I don't think that's gonna go far enough. I don't hate the idea of cubes. Even just cubing like a Tar Creeper sometimes just to get an extra thing out is fine. Oh boy. I was really excited about the Void Ripper and now I'm sad. Is there any other minion buff? We got Cenarius in there. Is that overkill? Boy, it might be. I don't know, but it does summon taunts too, so it does have some defensive nature. Ziliax? I don't hate Ziliax. There's no other mech to work with it, but it is good coming back because it's instant with a rush. It can take some trades. Are there other good death rattles you can cube? I don't know. We can cube Ziliax. That's good. I mean, just any big taunt like Oakheart and stuff. Or not Oakheart, I mean Sleepy Dragon's good. Do I need another dragon for Dragon Hatcher? Because
came for the place, stayed for the beard.
There's no other dragon taunt though, is there? That's odd because we needed to have taunt, so we can't run Ysera, and we don't get Primordial Drakes, so we're kind of stuck, I guess. I feel like maybe one Dragon Hatcher is all we need. I don't think we need two. I don't think we need two Dragon Hatchers because we just want the one off Oakheart. I mean, I guess though if we draw it first, why not Wormguard? We could. I mean, I don't know. Did somebody just sub or resub? Why don't I see it in chat? Why did I hear something in my brain? It was Rusty Nails. He said, came for the plays, stayed for the beard. Thank you, man. That's amazing. Welcome back. 7 months is incredible. I don't think we're ever going to figure out this deck. I guess I need both. I guess I need both Dragon Hatchers, don't I? Because we need to increase the consistency of the Sleepy Dragon. If there was just a big 7-drop taunt to fill in. This doesn't have taunt by default though, so it doesn't come back from Hadronox, right? It only gains taunt, so it doesn't get resummoned. Also, we just don't often have dragons in hand that much. Is there another 7-drop taunt? I don't think... Oh, Furious Etten, is that what you're actually talking about? I don't think we need Furious Etten. I don't think it feels really good to play Furious Etten most of the time. Somebody said I need Azalina. Hey, Jay Zeiger, dude, thank you. That's incredible. This isn't really big, it's more taunt, to be honest. Yeah, that's true, I guess, but... it's still kind of big. I mean, it's got big cards. A lot of 9-drops. Cenarius make it big? I don't know. Ziliax messes up Oakheart. Oh god, it does again. You're right. Guys, every time I get excited about a 3-attack minion, you gotta keep reminding me of that, because I'm gonna keep forgetting. Anything else that just looks really juicy? King Togwaggle, can't run that. I got the even filter back on here. Ysera, I just think is too slow. I think I'd rather have an early to mid-game card here to do something sneaky with. Like a 3-drop or a 1-drop. Toss a Wild Growth in there. Healing Touch, Landscaping, Mark of Nature, Nash. Witching Hour is so bad we can't run that. Rotten Apple Bomb? We could do Apple Bomb. Gruel. God, I hate Gloomstag. It's my second least favorite card in the game after the Mage Quest. I think Giant Mastodon's too slow because you never really want to play that. I think I'm leaning towards Druid of the Claw, or I think we're going to play Druid of the Claw instead of Rotten Apple Bomb. And the reason is because the charge here is actually pretty relevant with Savage Roar. And in fact, is there another card I could cut with Druid of the... I wouldn't hate running a second Druid of the Claw. Is there another card I could cut to make room for a second Druid of the Claw? Maybe Cenarius? I like having that Cenarius, though, to play with Hadronox. There are 2 Savage Roars already, though. Could maybe cut a cube for another Druid of the Claw. I kind of really like Druid of the Claw with Savage Roar. Because it's just like, you get that Hadronox board, you have 1 minion you can play alongside it. That's worth an extra 6 damage, right? And it's still a good 5-drop taunt. Cut Gloomstag for Druid. I gotta have the Gloomstag Mage. It's gonna run you insane, I know. But run only 1 Hatcher. What if we draw it first, though? Then Oakheart sucks. Some of the time. Remove 1 Savage Roar. Man, you guys are great. We're 29 out of 30. We are. What happened? I thought we had 30. What did I just take out? What did I just remove? Did I just remove something? Oh, I cut a cube. Oh, I accidentally cut both cubes. Whoops. I only meant to cut 1 cube. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. That's what I wanted. I wanted 1 cube, but not both. Okay, there it is. You guys saw it. You took out 2 extra cubes. Let's try this. That took forever. That's one of the longest deck creations I think we've ever had on a Decksperiment. That took a long time. Looks like you ported Regisaur Alpha over to Hearthstone here, mates. Let's see how OP it is. 5 mana, 4/4 Battlecry. Summon a 3/3 dinosaur. Other beasts you control have Rush. Yeah, that's good. It's kind of like a OP Tundra Rhino in some ways. No charge, of course, but still completely direct, immediate impact. By the way, guys, thanks again for the subs. Crazy subs today. 1,000 bits to David Hasselholt dropping the 200 bits earlier. Always greatly appreciated. Good sir, David Hasselholt. I don't know if you're still here or not. Probably not. Nope, you left us already. That's sad. That's sad. All right, let's see if this deck works at all. Probably not. I haven't even thought about the hero power yet. Like, how good that might be and how impactful that is. Replace Cube with Ixalan works really well with Oakheart. Well, I guess it would if they were both, oh my god, this is art. I think I've seen this artwork once before, but not really. It doesn't look all that good, does it? It looks kind of weird. I get what they're going for. It's the 2 forms of Druid or whatever. But, I don't know, it just doesn't look that good to me. Hero power good early game. I guess we'll find out, yeah. I mean... It's not awesome here. Do I just go face? Maybe that's going to trade into a Tar Creeper anyway. Let's just go face. It's like the Warrior hero power and the Hunter hero power combined. Do you have a stream schedule? I do, Julius Jet. Yeah, you can find a link underneath the stream. Underneath the stream, you'll see a little link down there. It'll tell you everything that you need to know. By the way, guys, top 5 on English Twitch streams right now. Booyah! I happen to have that up from earlier when I was looking at who was live. Top 5. Top row, we're 1 viewer off of top 4. The DreamHack rerun right now has more viewers than Regis Kilman, but still, top 5 is amazing. Why is stream called Zumanji when we are not even playing Zoo? So the stream titles, the kind of movie reference stream titles, were never really meant to correspond directly to what was being played so much as just being kind of a fun joke. So he's gonna get some armor here, but I can't slow down forever just to deal with that. Like, I just want to play, guys. So they may never match up. You gotta just roll with it. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. Nourish plus this hero power is pretty cool. Aha! Makes it much more impactful when you hero power after a Nourish. Double Nourish! So, we're getting close.
I'll cheer again if you play Questlock after this.
I'll cheer again if you play Questlock. I can't sell out like that, Calmaster. I appreciate the 100 bits. We probably will play Questlock before the stream is over, because I don't think I'll be playing this deck all night. And I do always like to play Questlock now, because everybody loves it so much. So you may actually get your wish, but you don't have to cheer for it. You may just get it anyway. Now your Hadro summons a 4/11. I still have no idea why we run Malfurion when we can get +2/+2 on our hero every turn. I don't know. I just think sometimes the armor could be better, and frankly the 2 1/5s is pretty good. It's like a 15 health heal the turn you play it that summons a couple 1/5s, you know. 15 health and that you get 10 from taunts. I think you have a reasonable point that it might not be necessary. I think that's a very reasonable position to take, but I kind of think it's still worth it. Grizzled Guardian? Summons just a Tar Creeper, so not really very good. Crypt Lord's probably better for us, because it stays alive a lot. Okay, pretty good board here. Savage Roar right now wouldn't be too bad. We have Hadronox, but no Naturalize. We don't have an Oakheart yet. We have Malfurion, which you guys are going to get triggered about, apparently, but it's okay. We'll see how it works. We'll see how it feels. Trying to pick a couple of decks for a Legend push. Any suggestions, anyone? I don't know. I haven't really been playing that rank range much, so I don't have a lot of insights lately. I don't know. A little late there. A little late there. Do we just play Nourish for draw here? See what we get. Oakheart's pretty bad at this point. Gloom Stag, Savage Roar, and Druid of the Claw. Well, I can Biology Project to go to 5 mana to play something, but that gives him a ton of ramp unnecessarily, so I don't want to do that. Biology Project now feels pretty bad. I don't know. Once we get up here, it's like not very good. What do I need? I need more taunts. I need Naturalize. And I need to win the game. In that order. Best day ever. Thursday Night Football is on Twitch now. That is crazy. It's kind of nuts. See you, Firebat, dude. Thanks for hanging out. There's your Innervate, indeed. Oh, Oakheart. Okay, so Oakheart summons me a Dragon Hatcher and a Sleepy Dragon right now, which actually is not that bad. Well, it might give me a Gloomstag. We don't know. Man, Gloomstag is bad in this deck, guys. I've decided. I don't think it's very good. Oh, we also get a Tar Creeper. I don't know. Gloomstag's just bad. It's got so many problems. LOL, I'm not leaving. I was saying, oh, play Sleepy Dragon. Oh, I thought you meant like sleepy time when going to bed. I gotcha. I gotcha. Oakheart seems really bad in this deck, guys. I'm not convinced. I'm 100% unconvinced. Did we get Gloomstag or Dragon Hatcher? We got the Dragon Hatcher. Okay. So, do we kill this just to play better around Brawl a little bit? Or do we just try to stay wide for like Savage Roar stuff? I guess we just try to stay wide. If he Reckless Warriors or Brawls, he's also killing his Elises. So, yeah, I don't know. Savage Roar is worth what? 14 damage right now. We'd have 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15. Obviously, some of those are going to die, but would still not be nearly enough for lethal because we're playing an Odd Warrior with a ridiculous amount of health. Of course, he gets the 5/5. You know, that's pretty... I mean, I guess the 4/12 was better, technically, so I can't complain too much. But my Dragon Hatcher is dead. Functionally dead, I should say. Druid of the Claw plus Savage Roar right now is quite a bit of damage output, frankly. Hero Power gives us 4, so we can attack here. We can hit for 6, 12, 16. Oh my god, Savage Roar is actually insane now. It's actually bonkers. Do I trade with Savage Roar now? I don't think I can go face, can I? Like, this is still a value game at its core, right? This is why I don't run Witching Hour. There you go. There you go. So is anything going to go to 5 or 3, respectively? These will go to 3, so we should trade here to get the Druid of the Claw out. I don't know yet if I want to... I don't know how I want to play this. Do I want to go for damage or trading? How much damage do I have? I have 9 plus 4. 9 plus 4 is 13, plus 6 is 19, plus 4 is 23. I mean, it puts him low. I still have a fairly sturdy board. Do I maybe trade in, like, the Raptor, because it just doesn't do that much? It's bad with Brawl. Maybe I just trade in this, and maybe I face tank the Elise. Maybe we kind of go halfsies here, right? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if the damage is even relevant. It is, because I have Cenarius and more Savage Roars coming, but I don't know. That feels okay. Feels okay. You kind of have to go face these two Elite specs. Well, we're definitely not winning a fatigue game because we're already 7 cards behind. Regardless of the Elite specs, it's true that those hurt even more. That is accurate, but I mean, regardless, that's a long ways off. So this is a Reckless Flurry, it looks like. We do leave up a 1 health guy. Hadronox also reloads, but we have to assume there's way more board clears coming, obviously. He thinks he made a really sneaky play where we didn't get a Witching Hour, probably, which is kind of true, but we don't care. We don't. Oh man, we'd only held that board. Shoot, could have had a pretty good play happening. Do we just like Gloomstag into a charging Druid of the Claw just to get more damage here? This is once again a fairly large, intimidating board. I don't get to hero power, but that's okay. Or do I save this for a Savage Roar later? I don't think so. This is a big board. This is scary. This is 9 damage. Cenarius represents another 6. That's 15. He's at 23, probably 27 realistically, but just making every turn awkward for him. You might be right about Malfurion, by the way. I'm already starting to feel like there's not a lot of time to play this. Should have traded to release the Dragon Hatcher. He's useless now. As opposed to what? Didn't I just use my face? I don't know. 2/4 has more value than my face. Because I don't care about my health, but a 2/4 can also be a Savage Roar body and a Cenarius body. So, yes, it did die, but it could have lived. I think the 2/4 is worth more. Nice Gloomstag mage. I like it, dude. I like it. 200 viewers, guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it, everybody. It's always good to see you. Did we beat DreamHack? We did. We're number 4. High five, guys. Number 4 English Hearthstone stream. Setting records. Blowing minds. Being amazing. Still no Hadronox. Do we play Malfurion, guys? And start going face a lot. Hit for 8. I get 2 1/5s, which sounds boring, but it's actually pretty good because of Cenarius. Okay. We could also draw a Savage Roar. No Naturalize for our dumb dude, though. And, like, yes, we kind of got... So we're getting 3 points per hero power now instead of 4, but we don't care about our health. We want damage. So that 1 extra point of damage, to me, it's worth it. It's significant. Not to mention, again, the 1/5s as bodies are very relevant when we have Cenarius in hand. This is now a +8 attack. So we'd have 5, 6, 7, plus 8 is 15. He's at 26. Everything we do chips him down. He also lost consistent armor output. Now, we have to assume something's going to die to, well, I guess the hero power, first off, but also rushing mechs now become a problem. So we do need that Naturalize soon to get a good board, but we still have to worry about Reckless Flurry, we still have to worry about Brawl. So Hadronox at the moment doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel great. I kind of need to like almost cube my Hadronox, if anything. Dynamatic, don't kill this, don't kill this, don't kill this, don't kill this. It's a good Dynamatic, okay. Is this worth the Cenarius? Probably not. We just hero power that and play something big. Maybe just a Baku or Sleepy Dragon. Ooh. Gross. Do I now just have to trade here and hero power that down, I guess? A hero power, I can't do anything else because I have garbage. Just absolute, utter garbage. 9 drops everywhere. I guess I can hero power down to 8, play this back up to 9. Yeah, I can. Okay. Do I just reset with 1 big guy? He's used both Shield Slam, so 1 big guy is probably fairly likely to stick here. The Baku is 8, but it's more attack than the Sleepy Dragon. I have enough taunts in the pool for Hadronox, right? Like, we've had a lot of stuff. So, they're not big because I don't have Lich King. I think we just do this. I think we reset here. Oh, I guess I can do it like this, actually. Because I don't care about the, Oh, I'm dumb. Pala's being really sneaky, guys. I thought I was being really sneaky, value trading like an idiot. I actually took one more face damage there unnecessarily because I overthought it. I had it solved and then we went back and we tried to get too smart. Too smart. Why does Blizzard have a hard on for rush minions? I don't know. I didn't mean to read it that way, but they like rush. I like rush too. It makes the game a little faster, I think. Zumanji, what a title. Thanks. I didn't come up with it, so I can't really take credit. Owl is going to silence your Hadronox into GG. I'm not planning to play the Hadronox without a naturalize, so it shouldn't get silenced. Well, we might cube it, but Owl would, in fact, break the cube too. So we will. I think we're going to have to naturalize. I think you're right. I'm not even really playing for Hadronox at the moment, if you look carefully. Like, I'm kind of just trying to stick some repetitive damage to face. Putting him on the back foot constantly, but mechs, like even a Dynamatic right now clears this again, so we'll see. Mechs are a problem. Ziliak's just annoying, gets in the way. Coppertail Imposter doesn't do a whole lot right now. Ziliax is annoying and clears my guy almost. I mean, it doesn't actually, it heals him to full, but I get a good return trade. Do we go now? He has 5 cards in hand, but he's had 1 card since the mulligan. This has to be a brawl, right? Like, this has to be a brawl. Regis, you monster! You read it between my messages. I do that sometimes. It's not intentional. I just... Some things catch your eye in Weird's way. I don't even see what you said. You said, it's been a min, heart! Well, thanks, Darktails. Good to see you, dude. Are the treants with taunt that Scenario Summons actually treants with taunt, or are they regular treants with a taunt buff, like Sunfree Protector? I think they actually do have taunt. I think it's on their text. So I think they will get resummoned, if you do it that way. I don't think we're ever going to be able to force a brawl, right? Are we better playing around Owl, or are we better playing around Brawl? I think we just got to go for it, right? Like, we just got to hope. I don't think we have the luxury of waiting. I think this card right here is a Brawl. This card he's had since literally turn 0. We also just gave him 2 additional... For a second, I thought we were only getting 3 taunts, and I was like, that ain't right. Something's wrong. This taunt pool kind of sucks. A lot of bad taunts. It doesn't matter because of the Savage Roar as much. Like, we didn't really necessitate that they have high attack because we have, you know, Cenarius and Savage Roar for that. But I'm pretty sure we're going to get brawled. Off the top, the final card here is the Brawl. Sad day indeed. Nope, not a Brawl, but maybe a 3rd Reckless Flurry? No, he still has 2. He also has a Mind Control tech, potentially. What is this card if it's not Brawl, right? It's got to be a Brawl. Playing that into the Brawl pool? Nope. I don't know what that was about. Not a Brawl? Maybe still... Oh, Reckless Flurry. He's setting up a 10 attack Reckless Flurry. Pretty good, then. That's pretty good. Pretty good for him. Is it clear? Now, I don't know what we do. We can reload with Cenarius. But it's just not very good. It's only 3 dudes. I have never seen the artwork for the left Cenarius cards. Have you guys ever seen that? I've never seen that. Now I don't think we win. We don't win, no. We don't have enough pressure to win anymore. We can't outvalue. We have to somehow get 30 damage through, which, you know, this is 6 plus 9 is 15, 18 next turn. It's a lot, but it's not enough. It's not enough. And clearly it's not even going to be that much. So we need to just stick big minions and get repetitive damage on the board, which it's possible, but it's not going to be easy. Particularly because these 9-drops just operate so poorly with our hero power. Cannot hero power and 9-drop. That's also a pain in the butt. It's a big pain in the butt. Oh boy. That is a big time pain in the butt, guys. Naturalize would technically catch us up a little bit in the fatigue count, but still not enough. Like, not enough to go long. This is a pretty big guy. But again, not big enough. Guess we could have Ferocious Howled, but I don't need to. We're gonna fatigue out soon. I don't know when the math lines up if I need minions more, if I need... I guess if I get a cube naturalize on like a Sleepy Dragon, maybe that's something that could get some damage to stick on the board. I mean, this is 9 right now if he can't resolve these. I hit with a hero power, I hit him for 9. He's down to 21. Play... I have nothing to play next turn, so I don't know what we play, but we'll see. Fatigue is the only way. We're not going to win fatigue for sure. We absolutely lose in fatigue because he has way more resources than us. He has so much stuff. This is what we talked about when we were making the deck, right? We clearly can stomp out aggro. Like, no doubt about that. There are going to be points where we just beat aggro. Oh, that was weird. Did you guys see that? That was spooky. But beyond that, it gets tough. What is this? What is this death rattle? 3/1/1 microbots. Okay. But eventually, he's just going to have enough stuff as an odd warrior and enough life gain, too, just because he has so much freaking life gain that we're never going to get there. It's all Gloomstag's fault, according to Mage Old as Dirt. How is Odd Druid going? I took a quick break. Still in the first game. We've played the healthiest warrior in the world. He's so healthy. I can't seem to kill him. He's indefeatable. Infatigable. Indomitable. Indomitable. Invoomitable. It's a great time to do that. Yay, more life. Fumble Rum. That's a good name, at least. I like the name Fumble Rum a lot. That's a very fun name. Any shenanigans here that help me win this game? I don't think so. The biology project with the 9-drops has come in kind of handy, I'll admit. That's been sort of good. You should have an Elise yourself. I just don't know if it helps us. I don't know if the deck... Because, like, this is the one matchup in the meta that's prominent right now that beats us on, like, just value, right? It outvalues us. There might be others, you know, some priests and stuff that can, but this is the most common deck that just straight up outvalues us. And I don't think one Elise changes that. I think even if we had an Elise in here, he'd still be ridiculously outvaluing us, right? He would still be ahead 10 cards, basically. We've got 6 cards left. He has 12, right? So he's 6 cards ahead. In an Elise, he hasn't even used his pack yet, right? So that wouldn't change the math. So ultimately, I think we just always lose this matchup unless we stick one of those boards and get the sneaky Savageur, which is our win condition, right? It's kind of like a weird bad token druid in a way. Like, let me get this big board and try to kill you with damage output, but it doesn't have the like the unclearability of token druid because there's no Soul to Forest, right? It's the same kind of in-game state you're trying to set up, but it's via... It's kind of just like Spreading Plague with token druid, I guess, where you get the big board of taunts and you try to kill him from there. I was playing Monster Hunt earlier today, and I was losing the board, and I got a Malfurion. Was one of the burglar type cards, and immediately was like, yes, Malfurion isn't obvious. I played Malfurion DK, and then my next turn I realized I couldn't use Tess's hero power again. No, yeah, of course. Nah, it's still good hero power upgrade, though. I mean, I guess worse than Tess's, but still, not ultimately terrible, probably. We are dead. How do I kill myself here? Hey, I burned a Direhorn Hatchling. That's kind of cool. And a Ganglion Veneer. What? I'm just going to concede. It's going to take him too long to kill me, even with the board lead. Like, we're 3 or 4 turns away. So let's just let it end here. I think a TB would be fun with mechanic. Like, each player starts at 60 health, or each player has a max 20 mana instead of 10. Yes, I agree. I would like to change the kind of base rules of the game and see what happens. Like, see what craziness ensues. Like, what kind of decks would be dominant. I wish that Hearthstone just had, like, a... what is it called? Like a sandbox mode where you could do that stuff. Like, just arbitrarily change the rules. And see how stuff plays out. It'd be really fun for, like, tournaments and community stuff. Like, I'd love to do a sub tournament where it's like everybody has 100 health. Like, yeah, games would take 1,000 years, but it'd be really cool to see deck building and new interactions, and it would just open up the game really interestingly, I think. 100 health, bye-bye aggro. Yeah, exactly, but like, does one deck become super dominant in that format, you know? Like, is it only Exodia Mage that ever matters? Is it some kind of crazy fatigue deck? Like, I don't know. That's what would be fun to see. You wouldn't want it to last forever, because obviously that would get boring after months and months, but a week at a time, just one tournament at a time, I think that's cool. Let's compromise. You can keep Malfurion if you remove Gloomstag. No, we gotta try it. We just need to play an aggro deck. We keep getting control decks right now, unfortunately. Well, we've only played 2 games. It's not like, like a huge sample size. But regardless, like, what happens if we get Zoo? Right? Why is everybody playing hard control at rank 1, by the way? This late in the month, I would expect to see more aggro at rank 1, but we've seen... Well, I guess the last guy was Legend, but... Okay, so Polymorph definitely dictates what we do with the Hadronox, but we can build a board against big Spellmage where it's too big for Flame Strike, too big for Dragon's Fury to matter. Like, if everything has 12 health, Flame Strike and Dragon's Fury just aren't going to impact. Yes, a Meteor can, like, chip away at it, but ultimately it'll still have a lot of stuff surviving. So we might still be able to create a game state where we can win with a double Savage Roar or some sort of Cenarius buff. If I get the right taunts in the pool, I guess we have a lot of 5 health taunts. So really, like, Druid of the Claws, Gloomstags, and Sleepy Dragons are going to be our best bets for taunts, I think, aren't they? Let's go ahead and test the counterspell here. Okay. Have to assume that is some sort of explosive runes or maybe frozen clone type thing, which is fine. We have both Sleepy Dragons in hand, so Oakheart's a lot worse now because Dragon Hatcher's dead. Dragon Hatcher's dead. Explosive runes gives him a Druid of the Claw clear here for clean. I don't know if I like that. We can play Stonehill. It does put a bad minion in my Hadronox pool, unfortunately, but... Primordial Drake, very good in the Hadronox pool, though. That's very handy. So let's do that. Not an explosive. Must be Spellbinder? Must be Spellbinder. That's the next best one. Is there another expansion to this year? Yeah, we'll get it announced at BlizzCon almost inevitably. They always do. Hey, guys, look! Everybody! Hey, chat! Hey, everybody! Raise your hand and move it back and forth. And then slowly start to increase the speed. And then start to add a little bit of rotation to your wrist. That's called a wave. And you know what you do with a wave? You say goodbye to things. You can sometimes say hello, but you also say goodbye. And then look across the way, look into the distant horizon, and wave goodbye to our deck. 6 cards destroyed. Just like that. Oh boy. That's super fun. I love it. There goes our deck. And now we can't play Hadronox because he has Polymorph. So, GG. Yeah, there you go, guys. Drop the hey guys in chat. That's it. That's the wave we're looking for. Regis Kilbin with a wave tutorial. Why concede? Only cards that help the main strategy died. You're right. Why would we give up now? I think we could still theoretically build a sturdy board here and contest. So it's not going to be easy, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I think we're going to lose 100% of the time, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. We never give up that easy. When is BlizzCon? BlizzCon is November 2nd and 3rd. I mean, I don't know for sure, but every BlizzCon ever in Hearthstone so far, they've announced a Hearthstone expansion. And that is just the standard path. So I'm almost certain that'll happen again. Like, that's just the thing that they do. I don't have inside info, but it's almost certainly going to be the case. But we'll see. But that's November 2nd, 3rd. The expansion will be due out roughly... we are absolutely definitely dead. The expansion will be due to release typically the first week of December. I think the last one, Kobolds, was released like December 7th or something. You can look up the old dates. They followed a pretty strict pattern. I think it was December 7th, Kobolds was released. This year it'll probably be December 6th, is my guess. Usually the first Thursday in December, although this last expansion they released on a Tuesday, which was a little weird. So it could be December 4th maybe. Might be a week later too, but I don't think they want it to ever be too close to Christmas. You start to get stuff too close to Christmas and it can cause problems for people. So I have to suspect the 6th will be the release date for the next expansion. They've followed a very strict schedule for the last like 6 or 7 expansions. It's pretty easy to predict now when it's going to be coming out. Did I miss a sub from Mongo Joe 13 minutes ago? I just saw it on my dashboard. I didn't hear it go through. Does anybody remember Mongo Joe? Mongo Joe, are you still here? You are still here, Mongo Joe. Mongo, I'm sorry if I missed you, man. My apologies, Mongo Joe. Great name. Hilarious name. But thank you. Any predictions for next expansion? Yeah, I think it's going to be... like Troll Island themed. So like Zandalari trolls. That's my guess. Again, no inside info. I wish. Blizzard doesn't trust me that much yet. But I think it'd be cool to have based on the preview teaser we saw, I think Zandalari trolls. I think Pandaria is a possibility too. But I think it's going to be Zandalari trolls. Or not necessarily Zandalari, but like some kind of troll island, kind of a tropical island, like Isle of Zandalar, or like maybe like vacation beach themed, like because it'll be, you know, Christmas time, winter time, at least in the US, so it'll be kind of you know, backwards to have a beach themed expansion. So maybe it'd be like the beaches of Zandalar, or Zandalari Vacation. Zandalari Holiday would be a good name. I don't think that'd be a good theme to carry a whole expansion though, honestly, but I don't know. There's, you know, lately we've had these sort of very archetypal expansion themes. We had like spooky horror in Witchwood, right? Like a straight up horror scene. For this one, we had science, right? Like that's just such a huge archetype of a theme. And then for Kobolds and Goblins, we had like dungeon crawls, right? Like that was a huge archetype again. And then what was it before that? Knights of the Frozen Throne was more of a referential to the game, so that one doesn't really apply so much as an archetypal theme. Ungirl was dinosaurs, which is a big theme, right? So I think it has to be, I think they're at least trending right now. Maybe this one though goes back to a World of Warcraft basis instead of like a theme basis like the last few. Maybe this one is like troll World of Warcraft, like real lore instead of just a theme. I like both styles, I don't care. But, you know, what other major, like, themes are there? Like, movie themes, or, like, you know, big themes. Like, holiday could be a theme. Tropical could be a theme, you know? There's only so many of those that exist, though, as possibilities, so it can't go forever. If I biology project now, can we nourish next turn? Might be worth. I'm gonna have an insane amount of mana, but no cards. If I can find a Oakheart, that's fine. I'll take it. When are you gonna take out Gloomstack and replace it with Faceless? Faceless is really bad with Oakheart, is the problem. It's a 3/3. Hey, 26.2 much. Thanks for the bits. Mama Papa Regis coming through with the big time bits. Apparently they want to see a Zandalari Troll expansion. Do you think I could actually get away with Anduin? It sounds almost like a Czech name. What do you mean, like naming your kid? I didn't see the... I didn't catch this. Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't even see this. Wow. I have not crafted a golden show yet, by the way, Firelord. My baby is due. This Sunday. Whoa, congrats, dude. That's crazy. What's the most normal human baby name based off Hearthstone character we can think of? There's definitely some. Elise was a good one. Some people recommended. Alex / Alex Raza would definitely be a good base. Gruul is good. Garrosh. Antoine, it does not sound natural to me, to be honest, but I wouldn't say it's terrible. Do we draw cards here, or do we... Problem is, for 8 mana, I don't really have a lot. I'm still going to try to find something, though. Hadronox there, but we don't have a taunt yet. We haven't played a taunt, so we can play Druid of the Claw, that's fine. I need some taunts, though. Uther, Reno, and Jaina. Some good names in chat. Leroy. Leroy's a real name, I guess. What's your baby's name? Gruul, yes. I think I missed another sub, by the way. Jorban4087. Thank you, Jorban, for the sub, dude. Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate that. I think you've been a sub in the past, right? It sure feels like you have to my brain. I don't know if you have for sure, but it feels like it to my brain. So thank you, Jorban, either way. I don't know how many subs we've had tonight, but a lot. Plenty of subs, so appreciate that. 60 follows today, too. Crazy stuff. That's because of Reddit, mostly, but still. Really, really nuts. Gosh, guys, we're dying. This is Snipe. Obviously. I mean, obviously. I don't think I can attack because I don't want a Wandering Monster to come out, and I don't want an Explosive Trap to kill my dude. So, I think we gotta chill. Gotta try to get a Sleepy Dragon a stick, and then probably gotta get a second Sleepy Dragon a stick before I commit to the Hadronox, right? I need some beefy boys on board. Boys on board. That's called a wave. That's a good clip. Hey, I like being on the front page of Reddit, guys, so clip away. It was very nice all day to be on the front page of Reddit. Lots of follows, lots of compliments. I liked it. I'm gonna be honest. Felt pretty good. Also, 20,000 views plus on the clip on Reddit, too, which for Twitch is nuts. How many is it at, actually? I don't see. The clip had a 95% upvote ratio on Reddit. That's really good. And we had now 21,472 views on Reddit. Okay, these are more taunts for Hadronox, which is good. And also just buys me armor in time, which is good. Because if I can start to stabilize this, we might be able to flip this game, but I got a lot of secrets to sort out. So right now Hadronox summons 3 taunts, right? Just the Druid of the Claw and both of these guys. We would still like to play a Sleepy Dragon, but I'm worried about like Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark might kill me if I play a Sleepy Dragon. Call the baby doctor, boom. Yeah, Reddit link, please. I couldn't find it. Here, I have it. If you upvote now, it won't matter, because if you direct link on Reddit, you can't upvote it. But it's already too late. It's already falling off the homepage now. It was like number 3 on Reddit, Hearthstone, like this morning. It's pretty crazy. We've had some clips on Reddit before, but they never get that high. Like, they don't usually, you know, get to the top 3. Usually get, you know, somewhere up halfway up the page or something. What do you guys think the next expansion is going to be? Everybody asks me, but nobody ever takes a guess. What is it going to be? Trolls? A lot of people think Pandaria. Some people think like pirates. I don't know. It's hard to guess.
Welcome, boys.
Guess we just got to take the risk here on the Sleepy, or on the
When all of your wishes
on the,
are granted,
Hunter's
many
Mark.
of your dreams will be destroyed.
Well, I've never seen this graphic before. Have you guys seen this? How the secret overlaps the armor? That's crazy looking. That's weird. Oh, now it's not like that. Oh, weird. Still kind of ugly. Regis is now invited to BlizzCon because of that Reddit post. Why would that make the difference? Hunter's Mark indeed. Okay. It's still not that bad, because we still have enough health to stay alive for a turn. So let's just see. I'm probably going to go ahead and play the second Sleepy Dragon. I'm going to get greedy here because I really need that Hadronox to maximize its value. Am I alive? God, he's got 11. Oh, I'm definitely alive, but barely. I just have to get one big board where I can get this double Savage Roar to kill him, right? Oh, Flanking Strike hurts. I thought he was going to have to face tank at least to lose some attack value. Oh, God. I can't Sleepy Dragon now. I'm going to die. Oh, Naturalize changes that, though. I can Sleepy Dragon Naturalize. I guess I kill, what, the 6/3? That's worth... Well, no, this is worth 5 attack. This is also worth 5 attack. So I guess I actually kill this. It also has the most health. So it's the hardest to deal with. It also has lifesteal, so it's the best at keeping him alive. So I think we Sleepy Dragon... This is pretty greedy, by the way, guys. Pretty greedy. Pretty greedy, but we have to try. We have to try. Second Hunter's Mark beats me. A lot of stuff beats me, honestly. A lot of stuff beats me. But we have to get a swing turn. Like, I have to get a good Hadronox. Double Kill Command kills me. He only has 2 of them. That's not quite lethal, but Kill Command is now. He needs 4 damage at the moment. Another Hunter's Mark. Oh! It's brutal. I guess he has drawn 21 cards. How? All that secrets from Subject 9 just siphoning through his deck with tracking? Man. That sucks. A lot of people are going to say, you should have Hadronox, you're being too greedy. I don't think so, though. I disagree. Obviously, because I made the play. But I think we needed to flip it really hard when we flipped it, because he had so much value coming off Rexar. He had life gain coming. He still had all those secrets in play. Like, if we just kind of trickled out the taunts, if we just trickled it out, we just had, like, you know, we would have had what, 2 1/5s and a 4/12 and a 4/6. So we would have had 4 minions out. That's not enough to win with double Savage Roar, because he clears the 1/5s instantly. Like, that's just not enough. It doesn't stick enough board. Like, we still would have bled out. It would have taken 5 extra turns to lose, yes, but we never would have put ourselves in a position to win, because then Rexar would have just beat us. So we basically make the riskier play to find a better Hadronox. We get 2 4/12s in play. We get a 4/6, stuff that's more likely to survive. Then we nail the double Savage Roar for lethal. Maybe the next turn, secrets could certainly change that with the explosive traps and wandering monsters and freezing traps. But we still at least give ourselves a chance. I think we don't give ourselves a chance if we play it out slow. So this is a totally different dude. No idea what he's going to be about. So let's see how this goes. What's the price point on those awesome headphones? I don't know exactly, but they're linked below my Twitch. I have an extension below that you can look at that has a link to them on Amazon. I guess it takes you to Amazon. So I think you can buy them if you look down there. It's a little box. It'll list the headphones. And I can tell you they are $59.57, which is honestly a good deal. These feel like more than $60 headphones to me. Well, not too much. They feel very similar to my HyperX Clouds I used to have as far as like build quality is concerned. In some ways better, for sure. And those were like 90, I think. So I guess maybe they do feel like more than $60 headphones. They are better than my Steel Series that I had. The wireless Steel Series that I used to wear. I hate these. I hate these. I also kind of hated my Steel Series mouse. I don't think I'm a Steel Series guy. I liked the look of these. I think they look fantastic. If you had a smaller head and smaller ears, I think you'd like these. But as someone with a large head and, I guess, not tiny ears, these were not comfortable at all. Not in the slightest. So I think if you have a small head, these would be okay, I guess. But the Omens feel great. I was very worried because I'm sponsored by Omen. I thought, oh, they may not be comfortable. I'm going to have to wear these on stream, but don't even think about them at all. Incredibly comfortable. They feel fantastic. Completely needless worry there, thankfully. It was going to stress me out otherwise. Yeah, we can't run Witching Hour because we're trying to run Gloomstag. So we're going for more of this, I don't know, counter pressure win condition as opposed to a raw value win condition, right? If we had Witching Hours and cubes, we would try to win on value, just creating lots of big boards and stifling our opponents. But because instead we have Gloomstags, we're trying to go for this counter pressure, where we can't get Witching Hour, but we can build a big board and then kill our opponent with either Cenarius buffs or maybe Savage Roar attacks. So I don't yet know if it works, because we haven't really played a matchup that is good for it. I mean, that's a cop-out, right? A little bit, because it's like, well, why is it so bad against every deck? But that's okay too. I don't really mind that either. That's no big deal. Gloomstag does feel pretty good when I play it as a 4/8. It's like a good pre-taunted Twilight Drake, right? Like, for the same reasons Twilight Drake's usually a pretty good card, Gloomstag also feels pretty solid too. That clip was hilarious. Oh yeah, that clip is crazy. It's also on YouTube now too. And by the way, guys, speaking of the Omen headset stuff and the links below my stream, if you buy stuff using those links, I do benefit from it. So, just so you know, like, that is a secondary way to support the stream and stuff a little more. But I don't really care too much about that. Like, do what you want to do. I'm not gonna stress you out to buy things like that. Let's see. I'm pretty picky about sound quality, though. I'm honestly not. I don't think about it as much. I'm not an audiophile. To me, every headset I've had has sounded roughly the same. They all have a little bit of variation in my brain, but I can't ever tell a big distinction. I'm basically saying I don't think they sound materially different. I'm sure they do to somebody who can hear it, but I just don't. That's not my thing. I never hear that stuff, so I can't really speak as well to that. You probably want to read some reviews and get other opinions if that's really, really important to you, for sure. I hate my SteelSeries headset. My main headset broke, and now I'm forced to wear my SteelSeries one. Well, I liked that one in theory. It just wasn't comfortable enough. It was as simple as that. And that makes it a complete and utter failure if it's not comfy to wear. I think we need to naturalize this. It's going to be a problem, right? It's just annoying in various ways. I think we'll nourish. We certainly don't need ramp anymore. So let's just grab some cards and see what happens. Oakheart is now making me consider that naturalize a little more carefully. I guess we can just hero power and spellstone that too. That's fine. We don't get to play another card, but now that we have Oakheart, though, naturalize is suddenly vastly better. And I've played one Sleepy Dragon, so we do want more in the pool. We don't have enough yet. We just have a 3/6. We have a Tar Creeper. We have a Druid of the Claw. No, we don't have. We have a Gloomstag. So we have a 2/6, a 3/6, and a 1/5. No, we don't even have a Tar Creeper. We have a Stonehill. That's what it was. Another Rexar. Blah. It's tough. Rexar is hard for us, I think. I'm glad that he didn't get a lot of AoE value, but still tough. Elmo-san! Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, Elmo-san, my god. Oh, I also missed the resub from Workers. How was that 10 minutes ago? There's no way. I heard that in my brain. There's no way that was 10 minutes ago. Workers, I'm so sorry, dude. I see you're still here, thank god. 3-month resub. When all of your wishes are granted, many of your dreams will be destroyed. That's a quote from something, right? Like, that's familiar to me, and I don't know what it is. I'm bad at that. I'm never remembering quotes very well. But also, very true psychologically speaking. They say there's a lot of happiness in wanting things, but not really that much happiness in getting those wants satisfied. So, not only a cool sounding quote, but also a very real psychological phenomenon. Which is very intriguing. Very cool. Soon Regis' entire screen will be full of sponsor. We can only hope. We can only hope. Let me see your Blinktrons in chat. Skull Candy earbuds are great, and they're only like $10 to $15. Yeah, and you know what? That's totally fine for people too. You know, not everybody's an audiophile. Not everybody needs like gaming headphones. Not everybody wants to look cool. There's different needs for every kind of person. I'm certainly not gonna judge anybody for what they use. Speakers work for other people too. Pop Chronicle Op has a question. Sure. He says, I can't on mobile. I did. Could a mod link my question so he reads it, please? I'm scrolling up. Let's find it. I'm on mobile. It's too hard. Here, I found it. What would you think of a Murloc for Shaman with Battlecry? Unlock your overloaded mana crystal. Summon a 2/1 Murloc with Rush for each mana unlocked. Yeah, it's a cool idea. Adding some Murloc additional synergy into Shaman, giving you some cool stuff to do with overloaded mana crystals, which we don't currently have. That sounds really neat. I like that. I think we just play this out to die. We need it to die for the Hadronox resummon. We don't have a good way to kill this, unfortunately, so it's not great. We can only do 4 here, and that's 9. But, I don't know. We'll figure that out. Maybe I play another thing. What else am I getting off Oakheart? I'm getting a Gloomstag or a Dragon Hatcher. I may wait on this. I don't know. But if I give him too much time, he's going to get a board of zombies that I can't contest. So, I think we got to go. Oh, that's really bad too. Oh, I'm getting nervous now. We might have gone too late here. Oh my gosh, that's a scary dude too. Wow. That is so good with Houndmaster Shaw. That is insane. Wow. Wow, that's so good. Oh, and I can't deal with it at all. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. All right, I think I gotta make a, I think I gotta make sort of a crazy play here. I think we just gotta get these minions and not kill our Hadronox. It's pretty susceptible to the owl. But here's the deal, like if I play Hadronox and I naturalize it, if I play Oakheart, I get a Hadronox, I naturalize it, I leave it with 2 poisonous minions out. He kills both of my Sleepy Dragons for free. That does nothing. But if I do this instead, and I try to bank the Hadronox value, right? If I try to bank the Hadronox value and do it, kill it somehow, I don't even really know, we got a chance. He could obviously get an owl off of his zombies, but he just played an owl. He shouldn't have made 2 owls already. The odds of him getting an owl on command are fairly slim. It's possible, of course, but again, the same as last game. I think we have to make the risky play in order to set up for the better chance to swing the game and win long. I think if we make the bad play, it just, he wipes our board and we lose. So let's see if he gets an owl. I also got to figure out how to kill my Hadronox. Well, he just made that easy for me. I can trade it in. That is very easy. And in fact, I can just trade this. Well, no, I can't now. Oh, God. Or, hear me out. Or, we can cube it. Oh, my God, that's good. That is so very good. Yeah, let's cube it. Okay. Well, that was kind of lucky, I'll be honest. Wow. Wow. So I think he has Witchwood Grizzlies in hand, right? Or why else would his Katharina be empty? So those are big. He might get another owl for this, but it's free anyway. We weren't even anticipating a second one. So if we get any second Hadronox value, we're ecstatic. Wow, that's a high roll. Okay. That sucks. We still have plenty right now, though, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, I didn't actually do the math, but it looks like we have 6 minions. Can he clear one? No, not based on the current board. He probably can, because he'll play a cheap minion and trade into something. But But still, we're going to do it regardless, just because it's insane. Lifesteal, very good, because he clears a minion here. We will double Savage Roar and Hero Power. Druid of the Claw wouldn't help much. Oh, never mind, we're going to Cenarius. Because this just builds our board so much better. Well, actually, let's count lethal, right? We got to make sure we count lethal. 8, 10, 13, and each of these is worth 12, right? 6 times 2, that's 25. 13 plus 12, no. Each of these is worth, oh, we definitely have lethal. What am I saying? Like, we're miles over, right? Like, we weren't even close. Like, we definitely had it. We were like 10 over or something with hero power. Maybe 7 or 8 over. Each of those was worth 12, so that was 24, plus the board is definitely that. So that actually worked. That is exactly how the deck was supposed to win. That was the win condition we've been playing for. The counter pressure, and we even had Cenarius off the top too. Wouldn't have been enough for lethal, but hey. Can you play Discard Lock today? Yeah, I will before the stream is over. We'll play a couple more games of this, and then see what happens. Grease is great at math, he can cube. Yeah, I mean, we did get some lucky top decks, to be honest. Like, the cube was good. Well, I guess that was really the only lucky top deck. But making sure we played that in the right order was important as well. John Cenarius, that's great. Oh, that's a good video, man. I gotta make that video. Playing the John Cena music when Cenarius is played for a win. You know, the John Cena music? I'm not gonna try to do it, but you guys all know the John Cena entry music, the funny music. That'd be great for Cenarius. John Cenarius. That's good. Yeah, that's good stuff, Ramon. I'm sure somebody's made that video before, right? Like, that's the scary thing with stuff like that. You know somebody's done it. Shaw plus Skulkengeist is bonkers. I don't know why the hunters don't use it. Probably just one of those things where by the time you can do that, like, you've already won or lost the game in a lot of cases. Things have already started happening and you've already either fallen behind or so you could have already cemented yourself. There you go. That's it, mates. Thank you. Your deck just turned into a combo Druid Regis. It kind of did. Which, again, that's how we made it. I'm glad it finally worked. It still clearly lacks a lot of consistency because it's not happening regularly enough for us. We cannot say it's working regularly, but it is possible that it works. So, hey, that's worth a little something. This hand is pretty much the worst possible hand, though. This is not what we want. Not what we're looking for. Hungry Etent. Hungry Etent's pretty good. I can play it next turn, maybe. Don't have to, but I can. Gloomstack carried for sure. For sure. Probably gonna go now. See you, Skyo, dude. Thanks for hanging out, man. As always, appreciate you. Hey, Regis in chat. Hope you're all having a fine day. I'm having a good day, Blue, man. Thank you, dude. We've had crazy amount of new followers today. What have we had? 62 new followers. That's a lot. Had like 15 subs. I don't know, 1,200 bits. So really cool stream today so far. All right. Play a couple big taunts in a row here. I am worried about equality with this deck because it looks like to be a control paladin, right? And that means he'll likely have some sort of answer to our Hadronox board with some sort of equality shenanigan. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh boy. Some might even describe that as bad. Some might go so far as to describe that as bad. I think that might be bad, guys. I might even call that bad. I think we're dead. I mean, you can try. We're not like totally dead, but I think functionally speaking, we're dead. I have Biology Project coin. I can get like a Dragon Hatcher into play. I don't know if a 412 is enough, though. Equality... If I leave the Pyro up, equality's bad, but he can always just trade it in, and then equality, and trade it in and hit me really hard, right? So trade this in just to kill it, play equality, trade in the Stonehill, and then he hits me for a ton of damage. This deck doesn't run swipe, obviously, so... Oh, does Oakheart change that at all? I get a Dragon Hatcher and a Sleepy Dragon, so let's see. This puts me to 8? right? We go down to 6 and up to 8. This puts me to 9. So I can't yet Oakheart if I go that route. I can't Oakheart. But I know I can play a Naturalize now safely. So maybe we just Hungry Etten because it doesn't summon a minion anymore. And then we like Naturalize this guy. Gives him a lot of cards, but this theoretically eats 4 minions, which is a lot. You could trade in this, I guess, to keep it alive. So maybe just 3 minions. But then we Oakheart into Naturalize. Although we don't really need to Naturalize yet, do we? Now that I think about it, we might not have even wanted to Naturalize yet. So maybe I could have just played Oakheart anyway. Because really, what good was the Naturalize? Probably not that much good. Because I only had a couple taunts in the pool anyway. I would have just maybe been better off getting an Oakheart only. He put those all down to 2, which is good for my hero power if I can gain some life. I am very dead though. Malfurion here would be cool maybe. I don't know. Do we have to Naturalize now? If I Naturalize, what do I get extra? I get a Gloomstag and a Furious Etten. Am I that desperate? I still lose to equality is the problem. Quality still beats me. Equality beats me no matter what I do, right? I don't have a play around equality, so there's really no reason to worry about that. Let's look and see what this looks like. This is only a 4/12 taunt. Now, technically a 4/12 taunt is enough for the board, though. Oh, no, it's not. We got a Gloomstag in there. Oh, crap. Oh, I hate Gloomstag so much, guys. I hate Gloomstag so freaking much. Oh, man. I also, if I wanted to, I needed a biology project first to get enough mana to Naturalize, right? Because you don't have the mana to cast it after this. So it doesn't. I didn't even play it in the right order. Gloomstag is so bad. It breaks everything. It absolutely breaks everything. So he can't like equality now. He has to trade in the pyro first if he wants to equality. But then by the time he equalities, he doesn't have enough damage left on board to kill us. He'd have to trade in the pyro, equality. Does he have like a true silver champion or something? That's certainly enough. Any sort of damage. Consecration, actually not enough now. It's 1 off. Okay. Call to arms. Alright. So I can cube this. Now. And then, do I need to Naturalize my cube or not? Probably just need to armor up more than anything, right? I think this dude is still gonna have... I don't think I need to Naturalize, right? I think we're okay. We have enough with the Savage Roars to maybe kill him. I think equality is still a big risk, but without the Wild Pyro, it's less risky now. The Divine Shields, though, make the equality even better. The problem is, like, it's gonna take me 2 turns to get another Hadronox off at this rate, right? That's why you might want to go ahead and Naturalize this, just to get a Hadronox in play right away. What about cutting Stag for Ziliax and Galing? Well, we didn't want to cut it for Ziliax because of the Oakheart. You don't get a Hadronox guaranteed if you add Ziliax. And then actually, Galing Vinter is the same thing. You don't get the Dragon Hatcher. It's the same problem as the Stag. I mean, Stag is still bad, I think. This does not look like we're setting up for a kill anymore, so I think we need to go defensive instead. It seems like he does not have the tools necessary here to clear this board, or at least clear it and set up for any sort of lethal. Rotten Apple Bomb is fantastic for us. I unfortunately, though, cannot kill a dude, so that sort of sucks. I would really love I guess I can draw. What am I at? I'm at 8. This takes me to 7. That puts me back up to 10. I'm going to burn a card if I draw. Do I care about burning a card? I really need a... Well, I don't really have any life gain in the deck anyway left, so never mind. I was going to say we need a Ferocious Howl, but there's not one, so... Never mind. Not worth. Oh, maybe I... Oh, crap. That was a missequence. I should have traded this into the highest attack thing. Always. That was bad. I should have always traded this into the 3 attack guy. Because I need this to die eventually, right? I want to be able to kill this and naturalize the Hadronox in the same turn. I can do that with Spellstone, possibly, maybe. Eventually. But right now I can't. I should have attacked this in. I attacked this into a 1 attack minion, so it should be at 3 health right now. And then anytime he played a 3 attack minion, I could kill it and get a Hadronox back. Although, at this point, he has not dealt with our first board, so... Keep Gloomstag, he's lonely because nobody plays him. Well, that is kind of half the point. Like, we just wanted to play Gloomstag. I think there is some validity there. That makes it a lot of fun. Is Savage Warrior going to represent lethal here with a Druid of the Claw? We can play all of it with Biology Project, so... we can also naturalize a Taunt. Ugh, 2 more of these idiots. Ugh, so many idiots! I can't get through all the idiots! No! Alright, oh, I like Malfurion a lot, though. So much. So much. I don't have lethal again in Savage War because of these stupid things. But Malfurion gives me a lot of taunts again, and... I think we can just clear the board again. Can almost kill this, unfortunately, but I like the health on Malfurion more than anything else. Regis is deeply in love with Malfurion. There is some truth to that. That's very true. I am indeed deeply in love with Malfurion. Just the instant 8 health. I could have hero powered the Kangor, but I don't really care that much. I really just want as much health as I can, because we're in a very stable position, it seems. As long as I get life, it seems like we're inevitably going to win, right? As long as we get enough life. And Malfurion helps us achieve that. We get an instant 8 life, which is really, really good. Why did it seem like I got less than 8 life there? Did I hit the right button? Wasn't I at, like... I don't know. There's an equality, finally. Equality consecration. Just in time, guys. To get that life, by the way. Just in time. We would have been dead. He's OTK, right? I think probably, it looks like to me. Probably. I don't know, though. We haven't seen any of the actual OTK stuff yet. Just, like, survival stuff. So, trade both of these in, and we naturalize and armor up. Do we play an Apple Bomb for the potential life gain? I don't think so, because we're going to 9. 9 feels like a totally safe thing. Are you allowed to talk about things off topic in Hearthstone chat? Yeah, you can talk about whatever, here or Discord, I don't care. What do you mean Hearthstone chat? What is called Hearthstone chat? Is something in my life called Hearthstone chat? I don't think I have anything that's called Hearthstone chat. But regardless, anything involved me, you can talk about whatever, as long as it's appropriate. I mean, not safe for work or bad stuff, then I don't care. Okay. Maybe he has a second equality here, consecration or something. Wild Pyro equality is still a possibility. I mean, it could be an OTK deck still. We just haven't seen the pieces. We haven't seen Uther. We haven't seen any bounce stuff. But I think we'll have time anyway, because we have the double Savage Wars incoming. There's the Uther. So there we go. Do we have enough on board to kill him? Probably, right? Because he's going to clear a minion, which means I can Druid of the Claw and double Savage Roar. So this is worth an 8 additional damage. By the way, Druid of the Claw plus Biology Project plus Savage Roar, a super cool combo. Can we talk about this? Like, this is a sick combo. Look how much extra damage we got because of that. That's an 8 damage extra burst. That is freaking cool. I like it. I don't think it's good, but I still like it. That's super fun, guys. We're starting to win some games a little bit, you know? Like, we won 2 in a row. Where is my deck tracker stats? Again, auto deck selection was disabled on Hearthstone Deck Tracker. Oh my god, Hearthstone Deck Tracker! the button for options happens to be right over that, and it keeps freaking out. Let's turn on auto deck selection again. I don't know why that always turns off, and then let's go to stats. What are we, 2 and 2? 2 and 3 maybe? 2 and 3 so far, yeah. I don't know, that felt pretty good. Easy clap, I don't think you had lethal. What do you mean, like, prior to something I did? Bad stuff, quote. Yeah, you know what I mean, bad stuff. Bad stuff. You can talk about relationship stuff, I don't care about that. People ask about relationship advice all the time. I'm just a open book of knowledge and wisdom and expertise in my old age. I'm older than a lot of people who play Hearthstone. I think I have a pretty mature chat, though. I'm not older than all of you guys, because a lot of you guys are, you know, mature adults. But you know, compared to some Hearthstone chats, I think I'm average. I'm older than the average, and older than most streamers too. There's a few people my age. Kibler's a little older than me, but a lot of streamers and pro players are early 20s and stuff. Worker says 54. Wow, nice Workers, dude. Good on you for chilling out in the Hearthstone world still. Mad respect. 54 is still pretty young these days, though. Like, I guess everybody's definition of old is like older than their parents, right? I'm not gonna tell everybody my parents' age because they're members of chat. I won't reveal it, but they're older than 54. So 54 to me does not seem old. Wow, Hobbs is like 50. Is he really? He doesn't seem like he looks 50 to me. I guess I haven't really gave him a good look over, but doesn't seem 50 the few times I've seen him on stream. Wow, Hobbs looks like 35. Yeah, I was gonna say like late 30s. It was my guess. Maybe early 40s, but again, I haven't even really looked at him, so I don't know. Even that's, who knows? USDA choice. He's got beef. You're right. He's got beef with me. I'm 31. 31. I have a question about if something means someone is interested in you, but it's pretty NSFW, so RIP. Send me a whisper with it, and I'll tell you if it's appropriate to talk about or not. Send me them whispers. Old to me is like 80 plus. Well, that's definitely old. I think everybody, pretty much everybody considers 80 plus old. It's like that kind of mid 60s that starts to like be the debatable point about whether or not that's old or not, I'd argue. I think 70 still sounds fairly old in my mind. But again, I think that might just be like where your parents are at and where you're at. I don't know. It's hard to... Uh-oh. We don't have an answer to that. That's not good. That's not good. Gain a crap ton of armor might be my only answer to that. Just to stay out of Malagos range and stuff. Try to counter pressure, maybe. Maybe I should have nourished there for mana. I'd have to use the coin, but that would have been fine. Would have been okay. We still could have got the hero power in, so maybe nourish there was better. No Oakheart in hand. Our opponent nourishes. He knows how to play Druid. Nourishing a Wild Growth. He's a great Druid player. USDA choice. How are you not legend already, man? You know how to play. Just saw my ex with another dude, and it really stung. Your stream is def making me feel better. Yeah, I don't think there's any good answer to that one. That's probably always gonna sting. I don't think there's any advice to power you through that one. I think you're in the right mindset, which is just to stay busy and keep living your life, right? Focus on positive things. That's about it. There's no tricks to that one. My aunt was like 49 or 50 when she became an aunt. Yeah, I'd say that's above average for aunt age. I know people with 50-year-old grandmothers, spooky stuff. That is crazy to me, yeah. My parents were fairly old when they had me compared to probably the average at the time. Nowadays, probably more of a standard age, but they were older than I am now when I was born, so. I'm loving Regis After Dark. It's always after dark. Maze, I'm trying to parse this out in my brain. Hold up. Without reading it aloud, it's for some reason very hard. I don't know. I'd hate to say this. I'd hate to read into that too much, but it sounds like there's something going on at least. That's not something people typically talk about unless there's some sort of interest in it, you know? Let's just start chipping away at this dude's life. It's weird how aggressively we end up playing this Hadronox deck. It's it's strange. I always liked Drew to the Claw. I always thought this card was super flexible and just did neat things. Are you a Cardinals fan? Not really. Lego Boba Fett. No, all my neighbors are. All my neighbors are, but I'm not really. I'm not a baseball guy that much, to be honest. I never have really gotten into baseball as a sport. I played it a little bit as a kid. Like, I obviously know the rules and how it works, but I don't follow it closely. To be honest with you, I think it's one of the more boring sports just for me to watch. I respect kind of the pastime and the tradition and the history of it, but actually sitting down to watch a game, whew, there's a lot of downtime, a lot of inaction, and to me, I just get, I don't know. Unlike basketball, which is my preferred sport, there's always something going on, right? The slowest thing is a free throw, I guess. Timeouts, of course, and technicals and reviews and stuff, like everything, but the game time per viewing hour is much higher ratio. Football's really low in that regard too, I think. Football's a very slow sport, I feel like. I don't really like watching football that much either. It takes forever to really get through a play. Or I mean plays are quick, and then to get to the next play is a huge downtime. I think they said like in a 2-hour football match on TV, there's like 14 minutes of football or something insanely low. When did you become a life coach? When Hunter came out. When Quest Hunter came out. He missed the message, Rip. Let me read it. I'll find it, don't worry. I sometimes bounce around on chat. Okay, so it says, so me and my girlfriend are taking a break, and it scares me that she may just be unwilling to work together when conflict presents itself. I was just wondering if you think trying to work it out after seeing that she might be that way. Well, I mean, to me, that reads like you've already identified an issue. Like you, by the way, very mature that you identified it yourself. That can be hard to do in a relationship when you're so close to it and you like somebody a lot. It's hard to sometimes look at it from an objective standpoint because you're just attached to them and you want to believe the best of them. But it sounds like you've identified a character flaw there, which is a hard one to see. And that if she's not a teammate, that's not usually a good foundation for a relationship. Like, you want your partner to tackle the problem together. Like, you need to work together to solve issues. You don't need to work against each other because of the issue, right? Like, if there's an issue in your relationship, it should be a team effort where you guys work on it side by side, not adversarially where you're against each other. And that's how the problem is expressed. And it sounds like you've identified, now I don't know the specifics, but it sounds like if she's not willing to work on things and you're somebody who needs that, then it may just not be lining up for you, which is hard to hear, but you know, you got to learn those things. You got to find the right people, particularly if you're early in life. I don't think you want to waste too much time on somebody that's just not going to come to terms with what you need the relationship to look like. And again, hard to hear. I know that's never something people want to hear, but that can just be the reality. Okay. I think I like this. Oh, actually, is Savage Roar ever lethal here with a Spellstone? Double Savage Roar armor up. Does this go to... No, this... Oh, we have Naturalize as well, though. Naturalize, we have 9. These are each worth 8, so that's 16 plus 9 is 24, plus 2 is 26, and he's at 28. Is that right? Let's do that again. 4, 9. Each of these is 8. That's 16 plus 9 is 24. No, that's 25. 27. So we are indeed 1 damage off lethal. In that case, I think Cenarius for now is fine. We can snipe this bad boy, hit him pretty hard here. Still have an insane board and certainly set up for the Savage Roar next turn. Now the question is, are we dead? Because he has the twig loaded up and a discount on something. So Malagos swipe here is really scary, particularly if it's double swipe. I would not have a kill set up and he could clear the board because he'd do 14 damage to the board. No, he'd do 12 damage to the board, which would clear my board. Single swipe is not enough to clear the board, which typically it would be, but we have very high health minions. Single swipe only does 6 to the board. Also, to use the weapon, he has to take at least 5 damage, which is helpful. Probably not enough to really set us up for the win. He also only has 5 cards, so to have everything he needs to put us in a really tight spot seems unlikely. Just because, what could he really have that's that scary? He would need exactly Malagos double swipe, I think, to swing this game. Even then, I could naturalize into a Dragon Hatcher and reload my board pretty quickly, and he still wouldn't have a ton of stuff. Azalina doesn't help him here. He could get 1 naturalize, I guess. Spreading Plague does buy him more time, but not enough to matter because that's his last Spreading Plague. So now I know that we can go into like Dragon Hatcher and just swarm hard on the board. Oh man. Well, now I guess Baku's a little better. Now I guess Baku's a little better. I mean, actually, you know what? Sleepy Dragon's probably better because the higher health could matter. I guess it still dies to the Malagos double swipe. So I guess maybe Baku's fine. I don't know. It probably doesn't really matter. I don't know. He stayed alive for 1 turn, but that's it. Sports, question mark. Regis Gilman, when did you already read that? Let's see. Let's skip ahead. How much longer are you playing tonight? I just got here. We got another 20 minutes or so. 20 minutes or so. What's your favorite NBA team, Regis? I don't have like a specific team I love a lot. When I was a kid, I liked the Orlando Magic a lot, like Penny Hardaway and Shaq. But that was just kind of a kid thing. I don't necessarily follow a team. I do follow the NBA, but really just read news and watch occasional games and stuff. I'm not a like a hardcore fan of any specific team. My town does not have a team. If my town had a team, we have a baseball team, we have a hockey team, we used to have a football team. There's talk of us getting a soccer team, I think, but we've never had it. Well, we had an ABA team back in the day, but never an NBA team. That I think they were ABA. So anyway, if we had an NBA team, I would definitely be a fan of that team, but we don't have an NBA team. A lot of people are trying to figure out what town I am now based on all that info. It shouldn't be too hard to figure out. The thought of saying, "Are we dead?" at 50 health is wild to me. Yeah, I don't think we're ever dead to I don't think we're dead to. God, this is a crazy turn. He actually had the double swipe. No, he didn't. Did he? I thought he casted another swipe. No, he didn't. Okay. So I actually did not have the double swipe. He went face, though, which is intriguing. Why didn't he clear the minions? He left me with 18, 20 on board, which I think he left me with lethal, right? I think he actually could have stayed alive there. And there you go. That was the odd Taunt Druid. Not fundamentally terrible. It turns out if you have a little bit of ramp and you have Master Oakheart and you have Hadronox, you can do some crazy things. I do like the spin we took on the deck where it was more about finding those like counter pressure burst combos as opposed to raw like witching hour value from Hadronox. I think that was a neat spin. Maybe not the best version, honestly, because we just wanted to play certain cards, but nonetheless, it kind of worked. So that said, if you have thoughts, recommendations, questions on this deck, of course, leave those in the comments below. But until then, thank you so very much for watching. And until next time, game on.